The Supreme Court in Cairns today has heard detailed testimony from relatives of Rajwinder Singh, the man accused of murdering 24-year-old Toyah Cordingley. Cordingley was found buried in the sand at Wangedi Beach in October 2018, which sparked an international search that ultimately led to Singh's extradition from India a few years later. Singh's younger sister, Palwinder Kaur, told the court she'd only learned of her brother's abrupt travel plans on the night of October 21st, 2018, hours after the alleged killing. She recalled receiving a call around 9 p.m, during which Singh said he was briefly visiting India because their grandfather was unwell. The court heard that Singh had booked a one-way ticket to New Delhi earlier that same day. Leaving Cairns for Sydney shortly after Cordingley went missing, he stayed at his sister's home overnight before flying out. Ms. Kaur said she tried to contact him several times during the time he was overseas, but the calls consistently went unanswered. When she visited her family's home in Punjab, relatives had not seen him and his whereabouts remained unknown until Australian authorities arrested him in India in 2023. Singh's father, Amar Singh, said his last fleeting interaction with his son was the morning after Cordingley's death, when Rajwinder briefly stopped at Innisfail Sikh temple. After that, the family did not see him again for years. He told the jury that neither he nor other relatives were aware of Rajwinder's movements in India, and that the next time they saw him was inside an Australian correctional facility. Ms. Kaur, testifying through an interpreter, described her relationship with her brother as respectful but emotionally reserved. She last saw him 2 months before Toyah's death and reported that his marriage at the time appeared stable. Singh's mother, Palwinder Kaur, also took the stand, telling the court she viewed her son as soft-hearted, even claiming he was someone who hesitated to harm insects. She said she never knew him to be violent towards women. Under cross-examination, she said the family notified police after he abruptly left Innisfail and cut contact. The court also heard from Kylie Osmondson, a clinical nurse who worked with Singh at Innisfail Hospital. She described him as well regarded professionally, but said he had been distressed about workplace bullying from one staff member. Singh resigned from the hospital shortly after flying to India, leaving what was described as a strained voicemail for his manager. Today also, a forensic pathologist gave a detailed account of Cordingley's fatal injuries. Dr. Paul Botterill told the court the young woman suffered a devastating wound to her neck that severed major arteries and her windpipe, causing death within minutes. He said multiple cuts suggested repeated force, likely inflicted from behind, and noted additional injuries, deep chest wounds,